With that, I guess we'll go into our opening remarks, and I'd like to introduce Eric Bavad of the GSC and John Heschler of the OGS to deliver today's opening remarks. So you can take it away, Eric, whenever you're ready.
Merci Kayla, merci John, Tim, et merci aux organisateurs. Good afternoon, bon après-midi, Kwe. My name is Eric Boisvert. I'm the manager of the Groundwater Geoscience program at the Geological Survey of Canada, which is part of Natural Resources Canada. I'm normally located in Quebec City, the traditional land of the Nayon-Wensio. But for this occasion, I'm talking to you from windy Ottawa, and I would like to thank the Anishinaabe who have occupied and frequented this traditional territory for their welcome. I also recognize that you're all working in different places and therefore on other Aboriginal territories, and I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the people who occupy and frequented your location. I am honored to be given the privilege to accompany my colleagues from Ontario Geological Survey, Conservation Ontario, and International Association of Hydrogeologists on opening the second day of the Ontario Groundwater Geoscience Open House 2024. And welcome all of the participants and presenters. Through 9 papers, GSC and collaborators will report on activities in Ontario conducted under the Groundwater Geoscience program, ranging from seismic reconnaissance of buried valleys, GRACE, groundwater and surface water modeling, thermal energy storage, to transboundary work in Rainy River Lakes of the Wood watershed in northwestern Ontario. At the end of March, the Groundwater Geoscience program will conclude its current 5-year cycle, and this will mark the end of the 22 years of its current form. The GSC will harmonize its scientific program structure and align it with the rest of the department by regrouping smaller programs into a larger structure reflecting NRCan's core responsibility and natural resources science and risk mitigation, and the GSC strategic science priority on geoscience for land management. The new environmental geoscience program will host groundwater-related activities. We are currently reviewing proposals submitted last month for the next 5 years program cycle. Sorry. Despite the new program structure, the GSC is still committed to the 2003 Canadian Framework for Collaboration on Groundwater and will still seek strong collaboration with provincial, territorial, federal agencies, academia, and Indigenous people. We will also continue to coordinate the National Dialogue on Groundwater, a quarterly virtual forum for exchange between provinces and federal departments. We will also continue to support our department in delivering its commitment to the Canada-Ontario Agreement on the Great Lake water quality and ecosystem health. 2003 was the warmest year on record, and we experienced floods, forest fire, and droughts. The mild and dry winter in Western Canada signals another challenging summer season that will impact everyone in this country in one way or the other. Earlier this month, witnesses from the private sector, academia, NGOs, and government organizations speaking to the Parliament Standing Committee of Environmental and Sustainable Development emphasized the importance of groundwater. The member of committee learned that two-thirds of surface water is groundwater, and local groundwater issues often have national significance to the interjurisdictional trade, and emphasized the role and importance of science and data provided by public agencies such as OGS and GSC. In the next few months, we will see the transition of the Canada Water Agency from ECCC to a standalone entity, and along with Environment and Climate Change Canada, will start engagement with stakeholders to conduct a prioritization exercise to deliver a freshwater science agenda for spring 2025. Federally, 22 departments and agencies are involved in water, and the Canada Water Agency has signaled a whole-of-government approach. We strongly invite you to be part of that conversation. Merci encore aux organisateurs de nous accueillir et de nous offrir l'opportunité de vous présenter les résultats de nos travaux. Thank you again for welcoming us and give us the opportunity to present the results of our work. Thank you. Back to you, Kyla.
Thanks, Eric. And I'll hand it over to John to say a few words.
Great, thank you. And thank you, Eric. Good morning and welcome back, everyone, to Day 2 of the 2024 Groundwater Open House. I'm John Heschler, Director of the Ontario Geological Survey. I'd like to begin by thanking all of you for joining today's virtual session and hope you've been enjoying this week's insightful presentations. As we kick off this afternoon, let me share a bit of history about this event. This marks the 9th anniversary of the Groundwater Open House, and I can't believe it's already been nearly a decade. For those who are attending for the first time, this annual event originated from a 5-year collaborative mapping and research program between the OGS and the Geological Survey of Canada as a means of keeping the groundwater community informed of our work and to gather feedback. Early successes saw the flagship event grow from 1 to 2 days, and our programming extended further to include the Ontario's conservation authorities. While our formal collaboration has concluded, we are pleased to keep the momentum of this event going as a platform to share the impactful work of the OGS and our partners in groundwater science. This year also marks the 4th successful year of webcasting virtually, proving to be a resounding success. This format has allowed us to disseminate valuable groundwater geoscience data and information to a much wider audience, a significant advantage. With that, let's dive into the exciting lineup of presentations this afternoon. Topics ranging from groundwater programs and policies to data, methods, and techniques, and more on geological characterization. I encourage you to take advantage of the time set aside for the Q&A this afternoon. Please connect with our presenters. A big thank you to today's presenters for sharing your invaluable work here with us, and to the organizing team for putting together this event. A shout out as well to our event producer, Tim Belfry, who is working diligently in behind the scenes to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for all of us. Now, I invite you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy the many presentations today. Thank you.